morning, children. Open your book Nimbus, page number 16. In the previous lecture, we have learned about the root and stem. Now, in this lesson, we will learn about the leaf and their function. The leaf is the most important part of the plant because it is a place where the food is prepared by the plants. The green leaves of a plants have a green coloring matter in them called chlorophyll. This is a green color pigment which is present in the leaf is called chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll also help in preparing the food for the plants. Okay, so here the process of photosynthesis is given. Roots, they absorb the water. Okay, carbon dioxide. Leaves, they absorb the carbon dioxide from the air. In the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, leaf prepare their own food. This process is called photosynthesis. Let's understand the process of the presence of sunlight. The green leaves use carbon dioxide from the air, chlorophyll and water to prepare their food by the process which is called photosynthesis. Photo means here light and synthesis means putting together. Hence leaves are called the kitchen or a food factory of a plant. So leaves help in a photosynthesis, and these because of this leaves are called kitchen or a food factory of a plant. The shape and the size of all the leaves are not the same, but the structure is almost the same. The broad and the flat part of the leaves is called the leaf blade. Each leaf has a main vein and side vein attached to it. This side vein brings water for the leaves. The leaf stalk is called a petiole. The surrounding part of the leaf is a leaf margin, and the tip is called a apex. There are many tiny pores present under the surface of a leaf. These pores are called stomata. The stomata help in exchange of gases in a plant while the breathing. So stomata are the tiny pores on a leaf surface that have the plants in a exchange of gases. This is called breathing. Okay, so here the parts of the leaves are given. This is a leaf stalk which is called petiole, and this is a main vein. You can see here this is very broad vein, main vein which is called midrib, and from the main vein the different branches arising which are called side vein. Okay, and these are the glands or lamina. This is called lamina. Okay, and this zigzag shape is called leaf margin. It may be a plane in some of the leaves. Okay, so this is called margin, and the tip of the leaf is called apex. Okay, so these are the part of the leaves. Here you can see the tiny pores under the leaf which are called stomatas, and these stomatas help in a gaseous exchange. Okay, during the breathing. Now, function of the leaves. Green leaves make the food for the plants. These leaves gives out the oxygen during the photosynthesis. Process of making the food is called photosynthesis. All the other living things breathe in oxygen to stay alive. So plant purify the air. So what is the function of the leaf is photosynthesis. Through this photosynthesis we get the pure air. Okay, and these green leaves make the food for the plant. As the photosynthesis takes place only in a daytime, the leaves give out the oxygen in a daytime. But at the night, the leaf breathe in the oxygen and breathe out the carbon dioxide. Okay, so at the daytime, photosynthesis takes place, but in a night time, the breathing takes place like the animals. So in the daytime, the leaves produces the pure air or oxygen for us, while in a night they breathe the oxygen and give out the carbon dioxide. Okay, leaves of some of the plants store the extra food in them. We eat such leaves. For example, of such leaves are cabbage, spinach, lettuce, mint, etc. So some of the plant have the leaves which store the extra foods, and these plants are cabbage, spinach, lettuce, and mint. Let's see: cabbage, spinach, lettuce, and mint. They store the food. These are the leaves and they store the food. Now, flowers. The most beautiful and colorful part of the plant is a flower. The flowers of the different plants vary in a size, color, and shape. Some flowers like rose, champa, jasmine, etc. are the fragrant, sweet smelling. Fragrant means sweet smelling. While the flowers of the other plants like sunflower, brinjal, and ladyfinger, etc., are non fragrant. It means they have no fragrance. Okay, which flowers? Sunflower, brinjal, and ladyfinger, they don't have the fragrance, while the champa, jasmine, rose are rose flowers are sweet smelling. Okay, this is the rose plant and this is jasmine. Why these flowers are produces fragrance? Because they attract the butterflies and other insects for the pollination. Okay, so this is the function of a flower. Now come to the next functions of the flowers. Flowers make the plants looks beautiful and attractive. Flowers are the most important part of the plant as they produce the fruits. Flowers are the center of attraction for the butterflies and other insects which help them in a reproduction. So this process, here you can see the flower attracts the butterflies and insects so that the pollination takes place, and this pollination is a part of the reproduction. Okay, so flowers help in a reproduction through these butterflies and insects, and after the reproduction they produces the fruits. Okay, flowers of some plants also store the extra foods in them. Examples: cauliflower, here banana flower, and broccoli. Visit to your local market and observe all these flowers and vegetables. Next one is the fruit. Flowers of the different plants grow into the fruit. Fruits also store the extra food in them. We like to eat fruits because they are fleshy, juicy, and tasty and give the extra nutrition to our body. Majority of the fruits have the seeds within. Majority of the fruits have the seeds within. Fruits are produced by the flowers and they are fleshy, juicy, and tasty and give the extra nourishment to our body. Okay, and majority of the fruits have seeds, but some don't have the seeds. Let's see. These seeds have to produce new plants. Some fruits like mango, peach have the single seeds. Some fruits like a papaya and watermelon have a multiple seeds, and some like banana and some varieties of the grapes are seedless. So here see mango. This is a single seed fruit. Watermelon is a multiple seeds fruit, and banana is a seedless fruits. Okay, so like that here the different type of fruits present function of the fruits. Fruits are the rich source of vitamins and minerals. They store the extra food in them. We use them as a part of our diet. Fruits contain the seeds which are used for growing more plants. Fruits protect the seeds. So what we have learned here? Fruits are resources of the vitamins and minerals, and because they store the extra food in them. Okay, and we use this extra food as a part of our diet. And fruit also contain the seeds which are used for growing more plants, and these fruits also protect the seeds. Now come to the point seeds. The innermost part of the fruit is a seed. Maximum fruits have seeds hidden inside them. Seeds are used for growing new plants. Here you can see the mango seed. This is a mango seed inside a fleshy part. Okay, this is lychee seeds. These are the lychee seeds. So these seeds are used for growing a new plant. When we sow these seeds in a soil, then new plant germinate. Okay, so these are help in growing a new plant. Now activity. Match the following. Column 1 and column 2 are given here. Match the column 1 with the column B. Leaves. Leaves make the food for the plants. Okay. Flowers. Flowers make the plant look beautiful and attractive. Seeds. Seeds are used for growing a new plants. Stem carries water and mineral salt from root to the leaves, and roots hold the plant firmly to the ground. So complete this. Match the following.